Good morning. You want some pets? Huh? Good morning. Good, good morning. Day happy Vlogsgiving day. Oh, day 4. Good morning. Sunshine.
Hello, good morning. Happy Vlogsgiving day 4 from my wild hair and me. So I am thinking about getting started on the what in the world? The beans for Daniel, and then I don't know. I need to do my sweet potatoes. I know that for a fact. I've got to do them. So I think I'm gonna do that, but I need to put my dishes in the dishwasher, get that stuff all cleaned up. So I'm gonna do that first, get that out of the way, and then I'm going to work on the green bean casserole for Daniel. But I think I'm gonna prop you guys up, as long as you don't judge me for my dishes. I'm gonna prop you guys up and chit chat with you while I put dishes in the dishwasher.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to flashbang you since Chevy got told good morning. Good morning, Deej. Hi.
Okay, so I'm putting my dishes away, but I'm not gonna talk to you guys while I'm doing it, because that would just eat up too much time. But however, I am gonna show you guys how I make my green bean casserole, and I think I'm also gonna do the same thing with my sweet potatoes. So my sweet potatoes, I don't do the marshmallows, I don't do all that stuff. I do just a brown sugar topping, and then I'm gonna do my green bean casserole. These didn't come with lids. I'm wondering if they were supposed to, or I was supposed to buy the lids, but honestly, I'm not that concerned. I literally will just put foil over top of these. And I bought these just so they can, if you watch the Meyer haul, just so I can put this stuff in there, and then they can just go in the garbage when the guys are done at their Friendsgiving and when we are done with Thanksgiving at my mom's. So I'm gonna finish doing dishes, and then you guys are gonna watch me cook. So they did come with the cardboard lids. They were in the bottom of the other container. So I'm gonna be making my green bean casserole. This is I think it's actually just a recipe I found on Pinterest. There's that. Do I have my black pepper? Give me a second. I'm going to double check my recipe one more time, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I found everything. So like I said, I'm doubling this recipe. So initially it's 2 cans of cut green beans, 1 can of cream of mushroom, a half a cup of milk, a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. That's what Daniel and I call it. And then a fourth of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then a fourth of a teaspoon of pepper and salt. I'm just going to do a couple shakes in of each for this recipe because I'm doubling it. So that means I am doing more than just 2 cans of green beans. I'm doing 4. So I'm going to actually, let me get my can opener here. I did get almost all my dishes into the dishwasher. These are the ones that still need to go in. So I'm going to do the mixture first. Let me get, when I do recipes that involve a bunch of trash, I get just a regular grocery bag out, and I put my trash in there and then put it into our big trash can. So I'm preheating the oven, so you'll want to do the oven at 350 degrees. Let me get this shaken out here. Might have to get a spatula to get the rest out. I believe I am going to. I love these little bitty spatulas just for this purpose. So I'm gonna scrape the sides of the can, get the rest of this out. Get down in the bottom here. Okay. And then the other can. So now this is gonna be a whole cup of milk to this instead of just a half a cup. Because normally, like, one serving of this does not feed, like, my family of 4. Or, well, what used to be my family of 4. When I lived at home. It does not feed, it actually doesn't even feed my family of 6 when we all have dinners together. And then we're going to add in the milk. I need 1 cup of milk. And it does specify, it does say whole milk. There we go. 1 cup of whole milk. 1 cup of whole milk. And then I'm actually going to get a bigger spatula now that I got those cans cleaned out. I'm going to rinse this off real quick. Alright. Get a bigger spatula. This is one of my favorite spatulas ever because it's like scooped. I love it. Alright. So we're going to dump this in. 1 cup of whole milk. And then a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Okay, there's the teaspoon. Perfect. So I'm not gonna add too much sauce, or sauce. I'm not gonna add too much salt. I'm just gonna do a couple shakes and that's it. But as far as garlic powder goes, I'm gonna do like a little shake of that and a little shake of some pepper. And then we are gonna mix this all together just to get that base blended together. I'm gonna try not to splash this everywhere. Okay, so this looks disgusting before you add the green beans, but all right, I'm gonna put this stuff back. Boop. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut into my green beans. I am gonna drain them, so I'm gonna open all of them first, and then I'm gonna walk over there and drain them. I did get the no salt added green beans from Meijer. I just don't. Daniel used one of my Meijer green beans the other night for dinner. So I'm like, okay, dude, like, thanks a lot. So I have to use like the ones that I use for dinner, like the Walmart ones. Okay. And last but not least, this one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go drain these and then I will see you guys in a few. Okay. Drained, ready to go. I do have a little bit of these French onions left. So these are the ones I'm going to add into the mixture. And then I have a fresh bag that I'm going to add on top. So, whoa, here we go. We're going to add in our, oh, perfect, our oven's ready. We're going to add in our green beans. It's 10:17. So that's actually perfect. Okay, we're gonna add it. I'm gonna try to make sure that I don't get like the pieces with the stems in them, because that's not always fun when you're eating and you got the ones with the stems in your food. Not fun at all. Okay, making sure that I put all my cans and stuff in here. And then, awesome. Okay. So there's that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this together. I want to get this, all the green beans coated in the mixture. How many of you are green bean casserole fans? We are. We always have been. I love green bean casserole. I would eat my weight in green bean casserole. It's probably one of my favorite things on the table besides mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. Okay, so now that I have some of these left over, I think there's like a decent amount in here. Yeah, there's not too much, but I don't want to add too much into the mixture. gonna add, I keep these on hand because I use them in a different dish at home. So I'm just gonna use a little bit from this bag too, not a lot. Okay, so there's that. We'll save that for whatever dish we have next. And then these ones are a little bit more smushed, so I think I'm gonna actually stick those ones on top. But I'm gonna mix these in. Mix these ones into the mixture. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so now my KitchenAid bowls have pour spouts on them, which I love. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna spray this pan, even though I don't really want to. Spray it with some non-stick cooking spray. And then, like I said, this has a pour spout on it. I'm just gonna pour this directly into the pan. Oh, it looks so good. I'm gonna show you guys here in a minute. So Daniel gets off at noon for his Friendsgiving, so that'll be nice. But this, I'm trying to make sure that I have it done in time. It's obviously going to be done in time because this only cooks for about 25 to 30 minutes. Well, without the onions on top. So I want to make sure that this is evenly spread out over this pan, including like the soup stuff too as well. I was just gonna whip this all together in this pan, but I decided not to do that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna show you guys this. Hold on. Hold on, let me flip the camera. Here this is without the French onions on top yet. So we're gonna pop this in, cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna go 30 because I did a double batch, and then we will add the French fried onions on top, and then we will cook that for another 10 minutes. So, see you soon. What? So I lied. I'm not gonna be able to do my sweet potatoes tonight. I have to borrow some vanilla from my mom. We're gonna see her tonight. We are actually going out the night before Thanksgiving. So I'll borrow some vanilla from her. That way I can, do the full recipe. I'm completely out of vanilla, and I was gonna grab some this weekend, but it was so expensive, so I didn't. So I will make my sweet potatoes probably tonight. That way they are prepped and ready to go. I might just, I'm trying to think like how I want to do it, because oh, it's so windy out. I don't have too much fridge space. Trying to think of what I can do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to prep them tonight. Get them all the way done, because the sweet potatoes themselves have to cook for an hour so I can get them soft enough to pull them out. So I will probably do that tonight. And then I should be able to assemble it. I can assemble it in the morning if I get my sweet potatoes baked tonight. But I want to I'm just going to assemble the whole thing. I don't know why I am contemplating myself. Like I said, I'm out of refrigerator space, but that's okay. I will figure out how to make that work. So, I'm going to wait on that to cook. And then I'm going to add the French fried onions on top and let it cook for another 10-15 minutes or so. And then I will let it cool down a little bit and then put the top on, and then it'll be ready for Daniel to take. So I will chit chat with you guys soon. This is what I decided to make myself for lunch today. If you've never had a Bosco stick, you are missing out, man. Missing out. And of course, Diet Pepsi. Okay, it's all done. It's just cooling down on a cooling rack. I want it to get a little cooler before I decide to put the lid on it. Honestly, I may be able to just put the cool lid on it now and keep it warm. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the lid on it and yeah, it's all done. So I just straightened my hair and I'm going to start getting ready for us to go out. I can't really tell that I put dry shampoo in here. My hair is getting so long. It definitely needs cut. That's for sure. But it's getting so long. So it was straightened. I used to part my hair on the side. I think it was the side. But I part it in the middle now because I'm an adult. But I actually am going to do some makeup. So I'm going to finish getting ready like that. And then I'm going to go find some clothes to wear. And yeah, so I'm going to get this face on and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay. I said I was going to put makeup on. All my green bean casserole apparently was almost gone.
Yeah, there's only a little corner.
So apparently it was.
Caboose stopped me on the way out just to ask. He was like, hey man, is that green bean casserole? I was like, yeah. He's like, can I have some of that? Take home? I was like, of course.
Just take the pan.
I tried to give him the pan. He's like, no.
So his little friend Worksgiving Friendsgiving. Well, it was work. Went really well.
Okay, any of you out there, have you ever got to go to a work party and get paid to get drunk at work? I'm not complaining. We all got to sit around and drink beer at work, at the shop, play games.
So anywho, we are on our way to go have, well, they say it's the busiest drinking night of the year. So you need to watch for Stadies today. They say it's the busiest drinking day of the year, but we are on our way out to go have dinner with my family, and then we're gonna go back to my sister's house. She is making strawberry, like chocolate dipped strawberries, but they're gonna be in the shape of turkeys. So, yeah, so I didn't do anything really much after I got ready. I literally just sat and waited on him to get ready. So, yeah. So, I don't know how much I'm gonna get recorded tonight. I'm hoping that I can sneak a little, like, tidbit of, us making these dipped turkeys. But we'll see. I don't really want to put my sister and my mom on here just because they're unaware of that we're even doing this. If we pop off, like if we get far beyond, you know, what I anticipate, then I feel like we could tell them, like, not to say that we'll get rich off this, but if we start making cashish off this. Anyway, so yeah, so if I don't see you later, I will obviously talk to you guys when we get home tonight, but as of right now,
I can't go anywhere, you old fucker.
Thanks a lot.
Oh.
Anyway,
You can edit that out.
so this is it. So I gotta text my family back, let them know that we're on our way, and I will chit chat with you guys soon. Okay, so we are currently driving home from my sister's. It's 10:30. We had such a good time. It was really fun. Well, I don't know about them. They just kind of hung out, watched TV. But my sister, my mom, and I all tried to make these chocolate covered strawberry like turkeys. They didn't turn out, so we ended up just doing chocolate covered strawberries. I did some chocolate covered marshmallows. We did some chocolate covered pretzels. It was really fun. It's something that we've never done before, so that was really enjoyable. And then we had a really good dinner. Well, he didn't eat because he was still full from his Friendsgiving, but we had a really good dinner. I had a 3-cheese barbecue chicken panini. It was delicious. But anyway, I'm going to go home and start my sweet potatoes. Yes, it's 10:30 at night, but I don't want to get up early to do them. I'd rather go to bed late and get up a little bit later. Honestly, that probably won't happen. I'll probably be up at the same time. Because I do want to watch the parade tomorrow, at least a little bit of it. So I am gonna go home and do my sweet potatoes. Yeah, so it hasn't really been too eventful. Someone is getting the congestion and the scratchy throat.
No, that's what's scratchy throat. Just the congestion.
Just the congestion. Okay. Well, I'm glad the scratchy throat. You're not getting that, because that is what stings. It's snowing. I'm gonna see if I can flip the camera around and I'll see if I can show you guys that it's snowing out. Of course, obviously the flash, but do you guys see the snow in the headlights? It's actually super windy here. I think we're projected for it to be even windier tomorrow and the day after that, so on Friday. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad and knock our power out. Apparently surrounding areas are without power right now. But anyway, so I'm gonna jump off here and we are gonna go home. I really need to take this makeup off, but I think I'm gonna like I'll do it while like my potatoes are cooking and stuff. And yeah, so we will chit chat with you guys when we get home. Okay, so I have my sweet potatoes in the oven baking. I am now going to take my makeup off. My masterpiece, my eyeshadow held up really nicely. I like the way my eyes look tonight. Hopefully I can recreate this eyeshadow look for tomorrow. We'll see if I can do it or not, but my eyes look really good. So this held up pretty nicely today. So I'm gonna take it off, and I actually kind of slightly forgot, but the new season of Stranger Things is out. So I think we are gonna watch that while I wait on my potatoes to bake. So I have to like do the mixture still and stuff, but the sweet potatoes are baking so I can scoop out the center. So I'm gonna take this off and we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I am going to take all this off, but I'm gonna show you guys what I use. I use just like these makeup remover cloths. I do not use like makeup wipes on my face. So I'm gonna use this one to wash my makeup off, and then I'm gonna use this one to dry my face. I have been using these before in the past. These are just like the small, like actual makeup eraser brand, but I have decided that I'm just going to shift into using those for travel. These can be washed in the washing machine, so they are pretty good. So I'm going to wash my face with this. I'm going to put my micellar water on there with water and just wipe my face off, and then this is what I'm going to use to cleanse. This is the Rooted Beauty Purifying Facial Cleanser, powered by 7 antioxidant rich roots. My mom orders this when she orders her Grove collaborative stuff. And then I'm just going to put some niacinamide serum on, just because of all the gunk that's been on my face all day. So I'm going to wash my face, and then I will see you guys back in a little bit. Okay, makeup is off. I mean, I still have like, my eyes are still a little black, I guess. But you know what? That's not a bad thing, because my eyelashes are brown or dirty blonde. So I guess that might not be a horrible thing. I've thought about getting my eyelashes dyed, but I think it costs a lot of money. So makeup's off. So there was just enough left for me to have a little bit of what I made. Sweet potatoes are still cooking. Wait on those to be done, because then I can just do all the rest. I gotta make the streusel topping, because I don't use marshmallows. I do like a brown sugar topping. But but I have to cut them in. I have to cut the sweet potatoes in half and pull out the insides, obviously. Stick that in a bowl, mix it with a bunch of goodies. My mom was able to pick me up some vanilla, so that was nice. So I am gonna put some vanilla. I'm able to put my vanilla in there now. I brought home the extra marshmallows and the we didn't use my melting chocolate, so I'm going to be able to make my own chocolate covered marshmallows. I love them. They're just like a nice tasty little treat, so I'll be able to make those. But after this week, I am officially, someone's gonna hold me accountable, going on, I don't want to say a strict diet, so that's not the word I'm looking for. How would you put it? Not a strict diet, but
Healthier diet.
a healthier diet. Because honestly, there was no point in trying it this week. I'm just gonna put that out there. So I'm not saying I'm gonna like binge eat before this, but I have been doing a couple workouts here and there to try to get myself in the groove. Grow with Joe, or I think it's Glow with Joe. She's here on YouTube. I have been using her at home workouts, and they've been actually really fun. She has a couple like really good beginner workouts, so I've been using those. And then of course, like as they get easier with time, I'm gonna move on. But yeah, that's the plan. So just waiting on sweet potatoes now. All right, here is the sweet potato casserole. So it is all done. Now I'm going to bake it tomorrow at my mom's on 350 for 20 to 25 minutes, and this will get all nice and crumbly and warm. And yeah, so I'm gonna put the lid on, and that's it. Oh, apparently a piece of hair fell out. All right, friends, so we are gonna get ready to watch Stranger Things. I know it's already 12:42. I think we're probably just gonna watch like the first episode maybe, and then we are gonna go to bed. So I'm gonna put the lid on my sweet potatoes, and then yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's Vlogsgiving. We cannot wait to see you tomorrow. It might not be super long like this one, it might be brief, so but yeah, so I'm gonna close this up, put it in the fridge, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you later. Bye.